Hello, all you fine people out there in YouTube land. This here's the NRA Man Forever. And for this week's installment of Lame-Ass Excuses for Gun Control, we go to... I'm getting so sick of just hearing this guy's voice in my mind as I read these quotes, but... Piers Morgan, my favorite failed tabloid journalist. And on December 18th of 2012, he had this to say: "You have by far the worst rate of gun murder and gun crime of any of the civilized countries in the world." Now, it's interesting he used that word, civilized, because by default that means he can throw out a lot of other countries that are not so civilized, but still have horrible gun crime issues. Countries like Iraq, countries like Afghanistan. However, there are a few civilized, I guess you could call them, nations that do have a very severe firearm crime problem. Let's see, there's Turkey, there's Russia, and, of course, how can I forget, one of my very own homelands, good old Mexico. Our murder rate, our gun crime rate, it is nowhere near as high as the aforementioned countries. Russia is got gun laws so strict that if you legally possess a firearm, when you go to take it from your house to a gun range, it has to be disassembled in a locked case. And the ammunition has to be in a locked case, to include the magazine, a locked case, separate from the firearm. And the two cannot be easily accessible. So what that means basically is you have to put either the disassembled gun in the trunk of your car or the ammo in the trunk of your car and the gun or the ammo or vice versa in, say, the back seat of your car. You can have one easily accessible but not the other. And even if you have the gun easily accessible, it's disassembled and in a locked case. Yet they have one, in the licensing, the paperwork is ridiculous. It's extremely restrictive, it's extremely difficult, and it's so much of a hassle that it's not even worth it unless you have millions of dollars. It doesn't cost millions of dollars, but unless you're fucking rich, I mean, it's not even really worth it. In Mexico, it is illegal for a citizen of Mexico to own any firearm that is larger than a .22 caliber pistol or a .22 caliber rifle. Now, that is virtually every firearm on the market except for .22s, .204 Ruger, .220 or .22 Hornet, .220 Swift, .22 250. You could technically make an argument for .223 and .222. 17 Remington, 17 Fireball, 17 Hornady Magnum round, 17 Mach 2, and 22 Winchester Magnum. 22 long and 22 short. That's about it. You have a whole other gamut of firearms that you can't even think about legally owning because, well, fuck, you can't. Now, with all of that restrictive gun control, look at all of the issues that Mexico is having, and seriously sit down and think about it. Does gun control really work? And all of a sudden, when you put that into perspective with how many guns are in the United States in the hands of private citizens, and how many guns are in the hands of private citizens, legal law-abiding citizens in Mexico, and you compare our gun murder rates and our gun crime rates, well, all of a sudden, ours ain't looking that bad, is it? And the same goes for Russia. The same goes for Honduras. The same goes for Brazil. The same goes for pretty much all of South America and Central America, where the drug cartels are a major issue. And there's one major correlation. Very restrictive gun laws, but ironically, extremely high murder rates and gun crimes. This is the NRA Man Forever, reminding you that united we stand and divided we surely will fall. Join the NRA.